But when I first heard that was happening, like I like started hyperventilating because that's the coolest thing that I've ever done whatsoever.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Abhi with Have You Heard Music with Ai Bendr here. We're gonna talk to you about her latest song, "Love Me Low," and just like what she's been up to in quarantine. So yeah. So what's up? Like, what have you been up to in quarantine? How you keeping busy with music and all?
Yeah, with quarantine, I've just had a bunch of time to write a bunch of songs. So, um, "Love Me Low" was actually one of the songs I wrote during quarantine, and I
Hmm.
recorded it at home in my room. And yeah, I just sent it back and forth with this producer who's in LA, and so
Yeah.
it was really great doing that. And music wise, I've just been writing a bunch of songs, so I have like a handful of songs right now, and
Hmm.
I'm gonna go to LA next month actually to go work on
Oh,
those. Yeah.
I think your manager, Jay Schaff, uh, he emailed us and he said you're working with this guy who's like scores Grammys or whatever. How did you manage to get to work with him?
I was really happy when that happened because my manager has just like a bunch of friends, I guess, and
hmm.
Simon, that's his name, the guy who produced for me.
Yeah.
Um, Simon basically listened to "I Like You," which is a song that I had out before I was with Olympic Music. And
Hmm.
I took my entire catalog down, so "I Like You" isn't up anymore. But Simon listened to "I Like You" and was like, I'd really like to work with her.
So you also the song is also being used in a Hulu show. Can you say like what Hulu show and also like how that came about?
I don't know what Hulu show it's gonna be in yet. They're still working on the
Oh, okay.
contract. But when I first heard that was happening, like I like started hyperventilating because that's the coolest thing that I've ever done whatsoever. But Simon basically, I don't know if this is like completely right, but Simon has like a music supervisor who oversees a bunch of the music that is used in TV shows. And so when I first joined Olympic Music Group, a lot of the songs I was working on were being put forth to sync. So basically, what sync is all the music that you hear in like TV shows, movies, advertisements. And "Love Me Love" was one of the songs that we put up for sync. And Simon's music supervisor listened to it, and she loved it. And so yeah, now it's gonna be used for a show, which is wild.
Me and Aditya like listened to it for the first time and we were kind of like blown away like how like professional it sounded. And also like I think you're already at like almost 5,000 streams on
And
Spotify, which is
like
huge.
So,
my old songs like "I Like You" and "Boy," which are just old songs, it took me literally a year to get them to 2,000 streams, and "Love
mhm.
Me Low" got over 2,000 streams in one day, which is so weird.
That's great. Like, how is it getting like?
Why do you think it's blowing up so fast like that?
There was definitely like more organized promo that I had, and a
Yeah.
bunch of other people were promoting it too who had a bunch of other connections, where before it was just like me, like some random 15-year-old, like saying, hey, listen to this song I just released. At the end of the day, I just think it's a great song, and I think everyone just enjoys it.
Where do you draw like that kind of your artistic like writing mindset from?
Pretty much all of my songs that I write, um, like all of the good songs that I write, they come from some sort of experience that I've had. So "Love Me Low," it's like it has like a sort of happy but also sad feeling. And that's
Hmm.
exactly how I was feeling because I just graduated high school basically. And
Hmm.
I was in a relationship with a person, and so basically the whole mindset of it was me like in that relationship, but looking forward to the time when I would have to graduate and leave this person. And I was like, shit,
Hmm.
like I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss you a lot. Yeah, but I love you right now.
Why don't you talk about like your backstory, like your story coming to the US?
Yeah, both of my parents are immigrants. So my mom was born in Singapore, and she moved to Australia during her childhood. But my dad lived almost his entire, like, no, he lived his entire life in Nigeria. Um, yeah, and he actually came from a small village in Nigeria, but then for his like second round of college, like you do the first 4 years of college and then there's like another college. I don't know what that's called, but he went to Australia to do that. And then he met my mom there, and they had my two older siblings and me. So I was born in Geelong, Australia. So that's where I have citizenship.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
I don't have any good memory of it whatsoever, but my mom definitely still has the accent.
What are you looking forward to doing, like, both personally and with your music?
But I'm excited to go to like a real studio and to work with like all these professional people, because I feel like it'll seem more legit, I guess. Yeah.
I also heard that you're being heavily recruited by the Darkroom and Roc Nation. You talk about that a little bit. That's really cool.
So basically, I just did a bunch of covers of songs, so like Everything I Wanted and Phases by Maja Jordan, and a couple of originals, and we just sent them out to a bunch of labels, and Omar Grant replied back to my manager just with one sentence. He was like, I want to meet her.
So what other like artists do you think have inspired your style of music?
Oh, definitely Billie Eilish. Definitely. When I first heard of her in general, like it was with her song "Lovely." I like had the biggest crush on her. I thought she was so cool. And so a bunch of my songs, like I just kind of wanted to try to sound like her in general. Just because I thought like she just sounded so cool. Yeah, and a lot of people tell me that I sound like Billie Eilish, which is funny because now I'm like trying to get my own sound. You know what I'm saying?
All right, just got off the phone with Ai Bendr. Go check out her song "Love Me Low." It's fire. You're gonna love it.
Check out "Love Me Low." It's a great song. You will like it. It's a great song. Okay, thank you.